Hey, take 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, 60.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Detroit. Set, 280. Let's pick it up. 21. Get off the field. Hey, exit. 35's the match. Check the out. Check the out.
To the air again, Stafford. Jones has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stafford now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Stafford. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down now, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7. Okay, Brady, I see you. Check 30. Hey, Charlie. 44's the mic.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go. At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line. Under 10.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tramon Williams. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Protein spill.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Stafford, he'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky.
They'll go again to Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Bang.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
It got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch. Watch safety green. Get 300. Get 300. Tight dog. Jam.
Again, it's Jones. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check the backer. 25. Check 25. Undercrunch. Watch twist. Watch. Hey, flex.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford, now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in two.